Good day and welcome. You're watching Sint Maarten NEWSDESK, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Phillipsburg, Sint Maarten. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Two arrested, firearms seized after police control in Simpson Bay. Officers of the police force of Sint Maarten arrested two suspects early Sunday morning following a police response to a reported gunshot near Airport Road in the Kimsha Beach area. Police say the report came in around 3:35 a.m. with information pointing to a gray Volkswagen Polo believed to be involved. Officers later located the vehicle parked near an establishment along Airport Road. Two individuals were found in and around the vehicle and were ordered to exit. During a search of the car, officers discovered two handguns, one inside a bag on the passenger side floor and another beneath the driver's seat. Both suspects were arrested on suspicion of illegal firearm possession. During the search, officers also recovered a small bag containing a substance resembling cocaine, along with a pill believed to be ecstasy. The firearms and suspected narcotics were seized for further investigation, and the suspects were transported to the Phillipsburg police station for processing. Police are continuing the investigation and are urging anyone with information to contact the authorities. Court annuls access restriction on VSA Chief of Staff. The court in civil servant cases has ruled in favor of Suena Laville Martis, annulling a government decision that restricted her access to certain government buildings. Laville Martis, who has served as Chief of Staff to the Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor since November 2024, challenged two measures imposed earlier this year following an incident involving an alleged remark directed at the Prime Minister. The first restriction, issued on January 7, barred her from government buildings and ICT systems. However, the court determined that measure had already been withdrawn, making her appeal on that decision inadmissible. The court's decisive ruling focused on a second restriction imposed by the Council of Ministers, which prohibited Laville Martis from entering government buildings or attending functions where the Prime Minister was present. Judges ruled that the decision was unlawful because it was issued by an authority that did not have the legal competence to impose such a measure. Under civil service law, the court noted that only the governor has the authority to impose this type of administrative restriction. As a result, the court annulled the access ban and ordered the government to pay 1,400 guilders in procedural costs. The ruling may still be appealed before the Civil Service Appeals Board within 30 days. Museum grants now open for Dutch Caribbean islands. A new round of museum grants has officially opened for museums across the Dutch Caribbean, including Sint Maarten, Sebastacia, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao. The program supports scientific research connected to museum collections and cultural heritage, helping strengthen the research role of museums throughout the region. Museum employees are invited to submit proposals for short-term research projects with funding ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 euros per project. Organizers say the initiative also encourages collaboration between museums and research institutions, ensuring that findings contribute to both academic knowledge and museum practice. The total funding available for this round is 700,000 euros, and the application deadline is the 12th of May, 2026. An online information session explaining the program and application process will be held on March 10th.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 Sint Maarten, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in Sint Maarten, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, Here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, Sint Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
At Tellem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by Sint Maarten for Sint Maarten.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go, 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 go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NEWSDESK. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sink Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. Stories 2026 concludes with dialogue on identity and culture. The art agency Foundation, in partnership with True Roots, has concluded the Hair Stories 2026 educational series, a 3-day program held at Axum Art Cafe in observance of Black History Month. The initiative brought together students, educators, professionals, and artists to explore how hair, identity, and cultural expression intersect with social norms in schools, workplaces, and society. The opening session featured a spoken word performance followed by a presentation on the history and evolution of black hair from a Caribbean perspective, examining influences from pre-colonial Africa to today's natural hair movement. Day 2 included both youth and adult panel discussions addressing identity, self-expression, and professional standards, with participation from community leaders and Education Minister the Honorable Melissa Gums. The final day focused on hands-on engagement, including a herbal hair oil workshop and performances by students from the National Institute of Arts, celebrating creativity and cultural pride. Organizers say the series aims to continue fostering dialogue on cultural identity, inclusion, and self-confidence within the Sint Maarten community. Art Saves Lives Foundation hosts best-selling author Shaka Senghor. The Art Saves Lives Foundation recently welcomed Shaka Senghor, a New York Times best-selling author and internationally recognized speaker, to Sint Maarten for a series of community initiatives centered on healing, empowerment, and personal transformation. Senghor's visit followed his donation of 500 copies of his book, How to Be Free, to the foundation. The book encourages readers to break free from personal barriers and emphasizes the message that freedom begins from within. The initiative, organized by Art Saves Lives Foundation, includes several engagements across the island. One session took place at the University of Sint Maarten, where Senghor spoke with students from the college preparatory program about community upliftment, mental well-being, and personal empowerment. The outreach also extended to the Point Blanche Detention Center, where Senghor spoke with incarcerated individuals and distributed books aimed at supporting reflection, personal growth, and rehabilitation. The final event, held at the Sint Maarten Tourism Bureau, featured a public conversation about overcoming adversity and building pathways to personal freedom. Organizers say the initiative reflects the foundation's ongoing commitment to using art, dialogue, and storytelling as tools for healing and community transformation. Island Gems supports education and special needs programs. The Island Gems Charity Foundation is continuing its long-standing commitment to community support with 2 initiatives focused on education and special needs development across the island. In partnership with Le Fruit de Mer, the foundation is supporting the creation of a bilingual English-Dutch edition of the children's nature book, Birds Around Me. The project was developed to address challenges many students face when learning Dutch in the classroom. By combining bilingual text with local nature themes, the book aims to help students strengthen their language skills while learning about the island's wildlife and, of course, its heritage. The foundation financed the translation, language review, design, and printing of the first edition, which is expected to be distributed to schools beginning May. Island Gems has also extended support to the 721 Kids Foundation, donating an augmentative and alternative communication device, or AAC device, to assist students who have difficulty with verbal speech. The device allows children to communicate using images, symbols, or voice output, helping them participate more actively in classroom learning and speech therapy sessions. In addition, the foundation donated a new rice cooker used to prepare daily lunches for students in the program. For nearly 5 decades, Island Gems has supported community initiatives across Sint Maarten, focusing on education, youth development, health, and social support programs.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
Sint Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
In our regional headline, Aruba hosts its first reading festival featuring a Sint Maarten author. Literacy and storytelling took center stage in Aruba as the island hosted its first ever reading festival in the cultural hub of San Nicolas. The event welcomed Ralph Cantav, a children's book author from Sint Maarten and writer with Tam Leo Books, who was invited by Stichting Biblionef in partnership with the National Library of Aruba. Over the course of 2 days, Cantav connected with students and community members through workshops and storytelling sessions built around his children's book, Steve Takes a Stand. During school visits, he engaged 9 classrooms, encouraging young readers to explore the power of words through proverbs, riddles, and modern storytelling tools such as social media. The festival also featured regional storytellers including Kristen Scorea from Curaçao and Aruba-based creator Ephraim Odor, highlighting the Caribbean's vibrant literary and creative community. Cantav described the experience as especially meaningful, noting the strong cultural connections between the communities of San Nicolas and Sint Maarten. He emphasized the importance of storytelling and literacy in empowering young people and preserving Caribbean history. The author also announced plans to launch Reading with Ralph, a community-based reading platform expected to debut this spring. That's the latest from Aruba. Shout out to our viewers in Dushi, Aruba, watching NEWSDESK. Here's an island fact. San Nicolas, Aruba's second largest town, is known as the island's cultural capital and is famous for its colorful murals and thriving art scene.
Welcome back. Each day, we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on Sint Maarten. Welcome to today's News Desk feature.
Preparations for Sint Maarten Carnival are officially gaining momentum as organizers, promoters, and participants begin final preparations for what is expected to be one of the biggest editions in the festival's history. The Sint Maarten Carnival Development Foundation, SCDF, together with the Police Force of Sint Maarten, KPSM, confirmed that the first round of truck and vehicle inspections for Carnival road events was already held on March 7th. Participants planning to operate trucks or vehicles in jump-ups, parades, or Juve must attend one of the remaining inspection dates scheduled for March 14th and March 28th. All inspections will take place at the open lot across from Blue Point on the Pondville between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m., with authorities stressing that no additional inspection dates will be added and that all vehicles must be cleared before April's events. The inspections are part of the safety preparations required ahead of the island's largest cultural festival, which this year celebrates its 55th anniversary. Meanwhile, excitement continues to build as promoters unveil a star-studded entertainment lineup for the upcoming celebrations. Among the major acts announced so far are soca superstar Machel Montano, Caribbean favorite Kes, Grammy-winning reggae group Morgan Heritage, and iconic Caribbean band Kassav. The concerts will form part of a packed entertainment calendar that also includes bouillon performances and other regional acts, with additional artist announcements expected in the weeks ahead. The Carnival build-up will also feature a community warm-up event called the Road to Carnival event on March 14th, when the SCDF partners with Republic Bank to host the annual pre-Carnival block party at the bank's Phillipsburg parking lot. The event, described as a Lil Fetin warm-up, will feature performances by Control Band and Skillful Band, along with music from Mixmaster Paulie. Organizers say the gathering is meant to ignite the Carnival spirit and bring the community together ahead of the official opening of Carnival Village. Carnival Village is scheduled to open on April 10th, marking the start of 26 consecutive days of celebrations that will run until May 5th. With inspections underway, major concerts already announced, and community events beginning to roll out, the stage is being set for a milestone edition of Sint Maarten Carnival that promises music, culture, and celebration on a grand scale.
And that's all the time we have for today's edition of Sint Maarten News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, Sint Maarten.